Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a car that we just got into the fleet. It's a 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera. This thing is honestly super cool, and we have a 2023, so this is 2 years newer. Super cool car. We're going to take a look at pretty much the differences between the 23 and the 25 and just kind of the overall features. The wheels on this one look super good. I really like the design of them. Have the black brake pads, which look super slick with the wheel. Nothing has really changed in the front of the car between last year and this year's model. I will say though, they did increase the horsepower by 9, so that's pretty exciting. Wheels and tires pretty similar. The full exterior, honestly, nothing's really changed. Even towards the back, you're really not going to see much of a difference. The big difference you're going to notice are in the inside, and obviously with the horsepower, there's a small increase, which is only 9. It's not going to really make that big of a difference. Has the 911 Carrera here, which is similar to the other models, and then the door here is literally all the same. The interior is very similar, other than a couple key features that you're going to notice. So let's take a seat. So the first thing that I noticed when getting in the 911 Carrera is that instead of the little key fob here, they have a push to start button, which is different. And then on the steering handle, this is all pretty similar other than this little dial here, which is going to change the mode of the car. So whether you want to go into sport, and then all these other dials are pretty similar. So let's do a quick cold start. Pretty quiet. Pretty neutral sound. It's not super aggressive at all, especially when you start it. So you can see this one has 1,200 miles. It's gone on a couple rentals, but other than that, it has pretty much just come in. We literally got it a couple weeks ago. Glove compartment, literally all the materials are very similar to the last model. Even the little cup holder here, little space here, you can put your phone, it'll charge it right there. You have 2 charging ports, USB-Cs. You have cooled and heated seats. You have the little sunroof right here. This will open up, which is nice. You can let your hair, if you have any, blow in the wind. Has these dials right here. This is for the exhaust. So you click that to open up the exhaust valve. Literally all the dials here though are the same. Another thing that I noticed is when you go in reverse in this car, you're gonna push on this dial. And something that is new between this car and the last model is you can choose which camera version you want. Typically it's just this version and that. But on this, you can click which camera you want to see, which view, which is super interesting. You can't slide around it, which is kind of a cool feature. You can see behind it and literally see all these different areas of the car. You can see just the back, you can see from the back. Super cool. So it gives you a lot of different options on the angles. We're just going to do the front here because we're going to be pulling forward. So let's go for a little drive. I've driven this around a little bit and it has very good handling. It's low to the ground, and honestly you feel quite a bit of the road, which is fine, obviously because it is a sports car, but it does have super good handling. So it feels very good and it's very stuck to the road, which is obviously what you want to have in a car like this. So if you want to switch modes, we're going to do this. Get it into Sport Plus. So they kept the same engine in this car. It's a 3.0 liter twin turbo flat 6 engine. We have it in Sport Plus. We have the exhaust open. Sounds really good. You can hear the turbos kicking in as you accelerate. Very good sound. It's the same engine as all the previous models, but it's a 3.0 liter twin turbo flat 6, which is the common engine that they use for these 911s. Practically they've kept the same engine for quite a while, and the only difference between this and the other one is they added a little more horsepower. It comes out to about 9 more horsepower in this car, and the 0 to 60 in this car right now is at 3.9 seconds, which is at a base Carrera. If you get into any of the other trim models, it increases obviously, but just at a base level, when you're spending about 122,000, you're going to be sitting at 3.9 0 to 60. Something that I've noticed that I really like is they'll show the speed limit here on the dash. We're going to go around this bend. Very nice handling. I like the way it turns. It just grips the road really well. I'm going to accelerate right here. Very good sounding. Picks up by quite a bit. So let's look at the cruise control real quick. So there's this button down here. You pull this down and it's going to put you into cruise control, and then you could choose how close you want to get to the car. So as you can see, I have it leveled right here. We have this button here that you can click, and essentially if you get too close to a car, it'll slow down for you, which is a super nice feature, and it's added into the general cruise control, which is nice. One thing I love about this car is just the way the buttons sound. As weird as that sounds, just listen to this. This thing is an absolute beast. I mean, to think, a car that you spend essentially 130, 140,000, depending on how much you pay in taxes and, you know, whether you have a markup or not, but to be able to make anywhere from $200 to almost $600 a day on a car like that is crazy. The base price we have on this right now is $325, and the most we've gotten per day right now is almost $600, which is just mind-boggling. I mean, to spend that much in a car to get that much is pretty rare to find. So this was definitely a good investment for the guy that bought it. And this is actually his second. He has another 911 with us, and then he has a couple other super exciting cars. But goes to show this is definitely a good investment for people looking to get into Turo, just because of obviously these are quite reliable cars, as well as they just rent out so well. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.